guys, happy Baby Name Mondays. I am so excited for this week's Baby Name Monday because it is a collaboration video with a YouTuber I know you're absolutely going to love. Her name is Megan. She is all the way over in Texas and she does a whole baby name YouTube channel, heaven on earth, and an Instagram as well, all about baby names, and it is called Tulip by Any Other Name. So yeah, flower names, Shakespeare references, she's my kind of girl. She is also taking part in this same video as this one today. So I am doing a follow-up to my unique A to Z of baby girl names with a rare A to Z of baby boy names. Some of these names you may never have heard of. They are all outside of the top 500 here in the UK at the moment, and I'm going to give you their meanings and all that good stuff as well. And then straight after, do head over to Megan's channel because she will be doing the same baby girl version. Her name's choices are so similar to mine and I absolutely love all of them, so I'm really excited to work with her on this little collaboration. We're both excited actually from other sides of the world, isn't it nice? So here are my A to Z as I did last time, but I will tell you up front this time, which I didn't do last time, I'm going to miss out a letter. So listen out for the missing letter, and then in the comments below I want you to fill that in with your own choices, and I will heart and pin my absolute favourite ones. So A is for Arnold. I know what you're thinking, Arnold? I would never put that on my baby name list. But just look at it, it is so cute. And we've gone for like Archie and all of those names now, and Alfie. How about Arnie? It is so adorable, and it has a nature meaning because it means strong eagle in old Germanic. So I really love that meaning as well. I just think it is adorable. As soon as I wrote it down I was like, that is a name that needs to come back. Do you know little Arnold, or do you love it? There were 33 baby Arnolds born in 2016 in the UK. It's my new baby name crush. What do you think? And number 1570, B is for Buzz. I really like the name Buzz. It is so adorable. It's a bit of a celebrity baby name. Giovanna Fletcher and Tom Fletcher have a baby Buzz, and I wonder if you do need to kind of be a bit like fancy to use it, but obviously it's got that space theme with Buzz Aldrin, it's got the Disney thing with Buzz Lightyear. I just think it is super adorable, and it could be a little nickname for an Albert or something. Buzz Aldrin's name was actually Edwin Eugene. I actually couldn't find where Buzz came from. Do you know? And what do you think of the name Buzz? For C is the name Caspian. I really like this name. It sounds a bit rock and rolly, it sounds a bit kind of romantic as well. It's a cool one, isn't it? It's a little bit edgy, and it's only at number 659. Casper, as we know, is quite popular now. It's coming back. Some people have that whole ghost association with it, so Caspian could be a really brilliant option. Caspian Sea is actually the largest sea in the world, and there is also a Caspian tiger. So yeah, it's kind of got that edge to it, doesn't it? And I love it. What do you think? For D, I have chosen Drew. Drew is one of those names I've just always liked. It's got a kind of boy-girl thing, doesn't it? Because there's Drew Barrymore, but Drew for a guy I really like, and obviously it's a short form of Andrew, so it's a really nice way if you've got Andrews in your family to bring that through in a more modern way. It's on a bit of a downward trend. It's at number 681. I think it's really cool, and it sounds very arty, it sounds kind of creative, doesn't it? Because it's got that kind of drawing you know, it's not very subtle what I thought of there, but what do you think of the name Drew? F is for Franz. I really like the name Franz, and actually when I was having my third baby I discovered it was my husband's granddad's name. He died before I ever was part of the family, and I was like, cool, I love the name Franz. Obviously it reminds me of Franz Ferdinand the band, but it would be such a nice one. Frank is obviously really popular at the moment. Freddie, I have a little Freddie. F names, Felix, they're all getting quite well used. So if you're looking for an unusual one, Franz could be absolutely perfect, and it means free. It's a Danish name, and actually my husband's granddad Franz was a sailor, so the name Free really suits him. I think it is a lovely unusual one, and it's got that high Scrabble letter with the Z. What do you reckon? At 3,278, so really not very popular at all, but a name I really love, which is Gulliver. Why do we not use Gulliver? I actually know a Gulliver, and it's such a cool name, and his nickname is Gully, which I also think is really nice. Of course it is mostly famous for Gulliver's Travel, which actually was written in the first person, so you never actually heard his name in it. And Gulliver's Travel is one of the most magical kids tales. I'm surprised it's a bit like Finn, like from Huckleberry Finn, this hasn't kind of gone mainstream. Keep it a secret and use it. I really like it. It might be to do with its meaning, because it is an old French word. It means glutton. That's not so nice. But Damian Lewis from Homeland and Gary Oldman, one of our famous British actors, they both overlooked that and went with Gulliver for their baby boys. I love it so much. Please let me know what you think. At 3,478, I really am going deep down the list here, is the name Hollis. Hollis has got that kind of surname as first name cool. It is also means holly tree, from the holly tree. So it's a really nice Christmas one. If you're sort of pregnant now, would you be having a baby at Christmas? Or if you've got a holly in your family, it's a nice one. It could make a good middle spot as well. And if you like Scandi names, how about the name Ivar? Ivar is an old Scandinavian Norse name that then got brought over to Scotland and became Ivor, so with the O, but Ivar sounds really, really nice. It's a really nice way of pronouncing it, and it means archer, because it came from the Old Norse for bow and warrior. So that's a really cool little meaning for like a little like Robin Hood outdoorsy little boy. For Jay, I have chosen the Cornish version of the name James. So Cornwall is a big area on the coast here in England, and their version of James is Jago. It is really cool, isn't it? It is so nice. Names with that O ending are so popular at the moment, and it doesn't sound too wacky now. I think that baby names seem to be spreading a little bit and we're going a bit more unusual, and Jago just sounds really like kind of fun and quirky, doesn't it? For Kay, I have chosen a name which means cool mountain breeze, and it's the name of a very famous Hollywood actor. It's a Hawaiian name. I feel like I'm doing like a big reveal. And that is Keanu. How much did you love Keanu Reeves? When I was younger, he was all over my bedroom, and I've never really thought about it as a kind of a name choice. It's a Hawaiian name. I think these are coming really back in vogue, and lots of you have asked me for a Hawaiian baby name list, so I will start working on that because this name I love, and the Hawaiian names just have beautiful meanings. And cool mountain breeze, we're going a lot with rivers and water themes. This is a lovely one. Would you ever name your baby Keanu? 21 people did in 2016, so it's out there. And number 1627 is a real guilty pleasure name of mine, which I featured on my Instagram page, which is babynameEnvy, and it got lots of love over there, and that is the name Ludo. Ludo is so cool. If you had a little baby called Ludo, I think you would get absolutely tons of compliments on it. It actually means loud, so that's also really sweet, I think, for a little noisy baby boy. I think it is quirky. It's very hipster. It would definitely stand out in a crowd and get lots of mentions. So if you're looking for something like that, then Ludo could be a great one for you. At 517, this name is a little bit more well known at M, but M is for Maddox. I love the name Maddox, and I think it comes feeling like it's quite Hollywood and quite an exotic name now that Angelina Jolie chose it for her baby boy. However, it's actually originally a Welsh surname, so for us here in the UK it's a very native one for us. So Maddox could be such a cool one. It's not out there too much, but at 500 or so, you know, if you're looking for something that's not too wacky but is also kind of quite unique, then that could be a wonderful one for you. And the X ending I really like. It just sounds cute. Maddie is a really cute little nickname. What do you think of Maddox? Similarly, at 580, N is for Ned. Ned is a short form of Edward, and Edward is still so popular. I really like Edward, but Ned is such a cute nickname, and it could be a standalone name, or it could be that you choose Edward, but rather than going with Teddy, which so many people are now, you just go with Ned. I think it is short, sweet, super cute. It's a bit vintage and retro, isn't it? At O is an unranked name, Onslow. I really liked it. It sounds so soft and cool, and it's a nature name. It means from the zealous one's hill. Whoever the zealous one on this hill is. But if that means something to you, it is a great one to choose. I just like it. It's got that kind of like surname as first name cool that I talked about earlier. It's unusual, but it begins with the O, like an Oliver. We love those types of names, and I like the W ending as well. For me, it's kind of quite playful and quite cheeky. What do you think? And a literary name at P. How about, would you ever go for the name Pippin? Isn't it cute? It's actually a character from Lord of the Rings. Could be used as a genuine first name. Pip is a super cute first name for boys, but I think it maybe is too short, but Pippin makes it sound like a really robust and strong boy name. Pip, of course, is one of the big characters from Great Expectations as well, so it's got that literary link also with it. I think this is adorable. Imagine having a little boy called Pip. It would just be so cute. He sounds to me very adventurous, very outdoorsy, very cultured. I love it. And another great meaning for Q is the name Quillan. I love Quillan. I love L names. I love Quill as a short form of this. Obviously Quill is an old pen that you write with, so if you're a Harry Potter fan or a writer, Quillan could be great. But Quillan actually means cub. How adorable is that? A little cub for your little man cub. I think that is so great. I really would definitely have this on my baby boy list. If I was having another boy, I'm not having a baby at all, by the way. Done with my babies, I have 3. So yeah, if you're looking for a Q name, then Quillan. What do you think of it? Just say in the comments that you hate it if you love it, and then steal it on your baby name list. I'll never mention it again. At 2,557 for R is the name Rhett. What do you think of Rhett? It's quite well known because of Gone with the Wind, but it hasn't become a well used name. I like it. It is strong, isn't it? It sounds a bit like Brett and those sort of manly names. I can imagine it of like a really like rugged outdoorsy surfer or horse rider. You know, it's got that kind of strong cowboy kind of sound to it, doesn't it? And it actually means fiery, so maybe that's where I'm getting that from, but I really like it. It might get confused with red because it's quite unusual to say Rhett, but I think it's worth the confusion to go with it. At S, there are 3 babies named this in 2016, and I just some reason have fallen in love with it, and that is the name Shepherd. Don't you just love it? I think we are going quite quirky with our boy names. We tend to be more traditional with them, to be honest. I think that's probably because dads are all over like, I don't want my son to have a weirdo name, but Shepherd, it's not that odd. Occupational names are really, really popular at the moment, and it's just a very well-known word, so people can spell it, they can pronounce it. So if that's a worry, that all should be gone. But it is unusual. It's very biblical, isn't it? But for some reason, whenever I hear it lately, I just think, oh, I love it. Oh, I've got a great one at T, and that is the name Tapio. Tapio is actually a Finnish name, and Tapio was the god of the forest. Could you get any better than that? Being named after the god of the forest. It's so cool. God of the forest, the animals and hunting, just all that iconography, it being Finnish. It reminds me of like, you know, Midsummer's Night's Dream as well, that sort of fantasy woodland that is so popular at the moment. Tapio. You could easily sort of, it's phonetically, isn't it? You could write it from hearing it, and they would have that sort of cool Finnish quirky background. I love it. At U is the name Uli. Uli is a lovely name. U names are very hard to find, but if you use the L, then it becomes very soft and very pretty. And this name actually means peaceful, which is really lovely. V is for Valentine, and it's at number 1,804. Valentine, I feel, would be a hard sell to a dad because Valentine is kind of associated with love and soppiness and Valentine's Day and being a little bit girly and like kind of romantic, which my husband is not into, let's just say. But as a name, it's actually the name of a lot of saints. It's a very strong name. It even means strong and healthy. So if you take away the association of all the marketing buzz about it and you wanted a strong historic name, then Valentine could be a great one for you. Try and put it in the middle spot if they won't go for it as a first name, but I really like it. At W, at number 647, is the name Wilson. Isn't Wilson just adorable? And Wilbur is so popular here in England at the moment. It's having a massive boom. Wilbur, Wilfred, but Wilson is a little bit still on the outside. So if you're trying to find if that someone's pinched one of those other names and you want something a bit more unique, then Wilson is cute. And it comes with the bonus nickname of Sonny, which is one of my all-time favorites. Will when he's a teen, and Wilson when he's all grown up and wants to be like impressive. I've thought about this way too hard, but Wilson is just such a cute name. What do you think of Wilson? I would literally love to hear what you think of this in the comments below. For X is the name Xerxes. Xerxes as a name has been around since the 1st century, so it's very historic, but it's become more famous from the film 300 and those kind of like battles that we seem to really like in our movies at the moment. If you're looking for a strong X name, you couldn't get more quirky than Xerxes, could you? You'd be constantly telling people how to spell it and how to pronounce it, but I really like it. For Y, obviously it's a Japanese name because they have those Y names, but would you ever call your little baby Yoshi? I love it so much. I know if you're a gamer there is Yoshi in Super Mario Brothers, but that wouldn't put me off. I think it is absolutely adorable. It just sounds super cute. I can just imagine a little Yoshi running around. You'd be like, yo, Yoshi. Just me. It actually means quiet or respected. So what a beautiful name meaning. I think it is hard to go with such a kind of Japanese sounding name if there's none of that culture in your family. It'd be weird to have like Fred, Bob and Yoshi. But I love it all the more anyway. What do you think? And Z is for Ziggy. Ziggy is at number 698, but I think it's going to have a big popularity boom because it was featured recently in Big Little Lies, that huge show with Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon. If you haven't seen it, watch it or read the book. It's amazing. And Ziggy is just in there, and it just sounds so millennial, so cute. It doesn't sound too weird. We all know the name. Bob Marley's son was actually called Ziggy, but did you know his name was actually David? And he nicknamed him Ziggy after a football move. So if your husband is into soccer or football, Ziggy is actually a move. I don't know which one. Maybe you can watch it on YouTube and explain it to him, or if you're into football. But yes, Ziggy is my Z name and I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to fill in the missing letter in the comments below. In the description box are all of Megan's social links, so you can check her out on YouTube and on Instagram. If you love baby names, you're going to absolutely love her as well, and she posts weekly. If you are brand new to me from Megan's channel, hello and welcome, and don't forget to subscribe. I do baby name videos every single Monday here on YouTube, and I also run Instagram account babynameenvy, which is different themes and different names, so you get lots of inspiration. Throughout the week I also do parenting videos, so I will see you Wednesday, Friday, and take care. Bye bye.